welcome back to Cravella, the space where we talk about emotional eating, healing our relationship with food, and learning to live with joy, peace, and presence. Today's episode is little nutty, literally. We are going to talk about nuts and weight loss. How these tiny powerhouses of nutrition can either be your best friend or your worst enemy, depending on where you are in your journey. So let's dive in. Almonds first, shall we? Okay, let's start with part 1. Love-hate relationship with nuts. Let's be honest. If you have struggled with emotional eating, nuts can feel like a landmine. They're small, tiny, dense, and ridiculously easy to overeat. I've had seasons in my own recovery where nuts were totally off limits, not because they're unhealthy, but because I could not eat them in a healthy way. And you know what? That's okay. If a food is a trigger, you don't owe it place in your kitchen. You don't have to conquer it to heal. You just have to be honest with yourself. That said, there have been other times where nuts have been my go-to fast food, especially when life got busy, like a pre-made bag of raw cashews tucked in my purse, saving me from grabbing something worse while running between appointments. But the difference? I made them ahead of time, because left alone with a whole bag of Trader Joe's cashews. Yeah, not a safe situation. Let's continue to part 2. Are nuts good for weight loss? Let's talk little science here. Yes, nuts are high in calories and fat, but they are also packed with nutrients that can support weight loss. Some benefits. They are high in fiber, which supports digestion and satiety. They contain healthy fats that help your body burn fat more efficiently. They help stabilize blood sugar and reduce insulin spikes, and they are rich in vitamin E, antioxidants, and minerals. But it's a big but portion control is everything. The difference between a healing snack and a binge is often a few handfuls. If you are an emotional eater, there's that critic voice in your head that says, "Hey, this is healthy, it's fine, just a few more," and suddenly you are in 10 ounces and wondering what just happened. That's the part of our brain we've got to be really honest about. Because while nuts are healing foods, they can also be slippery foods. Let's continue to part 3, that is about how I use nuts safely. For me, the key has been structure. I don't snack randomly. I pre-measure 2-ounce servings and bag them up. That's my fast food option. Not something I rely on daily, but something that travels well, doesn't spoil, and saves me in a pinch. Also, and this is huge, I don't eat them while driving or strolling or standing at the kitchen counter. I sit, I eat, I pay attention. It's not about being perfect. It's about protecting a peace and staying connected to your body while you eat. Part 4. This is interesting. Best foods for weight loss. So here are some nuts I'm going to explain. Let's talk about the actual nuts, because not all are created equal. So first one is Brazil nuts, high in selenium, which boost metabolism. You need only 2 to 4 per day. Great for hormone balance and immune support. Number 2 is almonds, help regulate blood sugar and lower cholesterol. Full of L-arginine for fat burning. The skin has fiber and antioxidants similar to green tea. Number 3 is walnuts, rich in omega-3s. Great if you don't eat fish. Support brain and heart health. May reduce belly fat. Pistachios, least calorie dense nuts, shells slow you down. Great for mindful eating. High in protein and fiber. Number 5 is cashews, creamy and sweet. Great for satisfaction. Lower in fiber but still helpful for appetite control. A gentle option if you need something less bitter. Macadamia nuts, very high in fat, super satisfying, may support weight loss and metabolism if eaten very mindfully. I hope these will help you. Now let's continue to part 5, nuts milk plus alternatives. Let's not forget nut milk, almond milk, cashew milk, and even hemp and Brazil nut milk. Yes, it's a thing. Can be great alternatives to dairy. They are usually lower in calories, easier to digest, versatile for smoothies, cereals, and baking. Just check the ingredients. Some brands just add gums and sweeteners, not the end of the world, but good to be aware. Part 6, Emotional Wisdom, Moderation versus Boundaries. Let's end with the elephant in the room, moderation. That word used to infuriate me. People would say, just eat in moderation, and I'd think I would if I could. But moderation isn't a mindset, it's a result of healing. So if you can't eat nuts in moderation right now, that's not a failure. That's just where you are, and it's worth honoring. For me, moderation has come through boundaries like pre-portioning, sitting down, and being honest about the food is no longer working for me. So that's my take on the nuts and weight loss. They can be healing part of your journey or a slippery slope. Only you know which is true for you today. If nuts work for you, great. Embrace them with structure and awareness. If they don't, that's okay too. There are a million of other healing foods to choose from. Thanks for tuning into Cravella. If today's episode resonated with you, try to share with your friend or leaving a review. And don't forget to subscribe for more heart-centered, honest conversations about food and healing. Until next time, be gentle with yourself and remember, healing is never all or nothing. See you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.